Hello everyone, it's Eric from Coffee, Beers, and Bow Ties. And today we're going to be brewing coffee from Don Carvajal Cafe. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad. But here we have their Dominican dark roast coffee. It was sent to us by Hector, who's the owner of the company, and we're really excited to get going with this particular brew. So not only is this coffee outstanding, we have a new brewing method that we're going to use to brew the coffee with. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been drinking this coffee, and there isn't a wrong way to brew this particular coffee. Espresso, fire. Pour over, fire. I mean, no matter which way you brew this coffee, it's incredible. So when you get an opportunity, head over to Don Carvajal Cafe on Instagram or go to their website and get this particular coffee. Now, I'm sure that there are plenty other coffees on the menus that may, suit your taste or your need, because he has a variety of different coffees. But this one, if you like that really robust dark roast flavor, it hits it on every note. Now, Hector and I have been talking online about us waiting to do a suit up and brew up for a coffee that he's actually in the process of roasting. So, maybe this suit up and brew up was gonna come, and then maybe in another week or so. But it's so good, I just couldn't wait. Today's ensemble. All right, so here we have the brown suit with the tans, brown as well, but the tan window pane vest to go with it. And then of course we're highlighting it with a little bit of a peach tone going on. The bow tie is obviously from the bow style. Of course, I've got the peach color lapel pin and got a pocket square to highlight. And of course, if you guys check out the pictures on Instagram, you'll be able to see the socks and shoes that go along with this ensemble. And with that being said, I think it's time for us to go ahead and brew up. Okay, so our new brewing method comes from Chemex. So a lot of people know Chemex for their glass blown containers that they make, and then all the coffee aficionados or people that are in coffee, they know about Chemex. And so this is called the Chemex Funnex, right? More of a funnel. And so obviously smaller portions. And what's cool about Chemex is they have this really cool X figure design for most of their products, right? And so not only do we have the Funnex that we're going to use to brew with, they have a mug, and this is their mug, which is also shaped in that cool X configuration pattern that we're going to use today. But then they also have a double insulated mug that you can get from them as well. So if you're looking for items to, just to have in your collection to brew with, there you go. On another note, I would just like to send a shout out to Coffee Black. Coffee Black introduced me to Hector, which is the owner of the company of the coffee that we're getting ready to brew. So, for all my people down in Memphis, shout out to Coffee Black down there. Love black people like you love black coffee. There it is. So just want to make sure, because I was inquiring about how to use the mocha pot. Bart sent me over to Hector. Hector sent me some tutorials, and so a couple posts back, you can see me posting brewing coffee with the mocha pot for the first time. I thought that was really dope that Hector would jump on. Come to find out, he has his own coffee business. Order some coffee from him, and now he gets to suit up and brew up. Furthermore, I was introduced to Coffee Black through the Coffee Enthusiast. We were on a call on a live with the Coffee Enthusiast. The Coffee Enthusiast recommended the Coffee Black check me out. So I check them out. And so this connection is just, it just kind of keeps going. And so I'm happy to be here to support the homie and his coffee. But I'm telling you, this Dominican dark roast is fire. All right, so let's get started. So since we're going to be doing a smaller dose just for really one glass, what we're going to do with this Dominican dark roast, we're only going to do a small portion, which is going to be, we're just going to do about 10 grams for this particular brew. So we're going to go ahead and get that measured out. We're going to do a little bit more than that. We're going to do 15 grams of coffee. All right, so we got our 15 grams of coffee. We're going to get this inside the Encore and be right back. Our coffee has been grounded, and now we need to go ahead and prep our Funnex. So what's cool about the Funnex is that the filters, they come inside this huge box, and I was kind of wondering why it came like this. And so once I opened it up and actually read through the instructions, the filters themselves are like this. They're wide, and you have to fold them yourself. So most of your coffee filters, they're already pre-folded, but these aren't. You have to fold these yourself. I thought that was pretty dope. It's more of a interaction with your coffee. And on the back of the box, it gives you the instructions on how to fold the filter for your coffee brew. So I just showed you one that wasn't folded, but I took the time to fold one to kind of expedite the process. And here is what it looks like when you go through all the steps of folding it. Now I'm sure you guys can, fold one of these on your own, so we're not going to go through all of those steps. But once you get it all folded, it fits right down into your Funnex. So we're going to take the Funnex. The cool thing is it has this rubber gasket on the bottom of the Funnex itself that sits on top of your mug or your coffee cup, whichever you decide to use, to ensure that it doesn't slip or slide during your brewing process. So we're going to take this and sit this right on top of the mug that we're going to use. And when you fold the filter, you're going to use the one side that has the fold. So you'll have, just like the standard Chemex, the pre-folded ones, you're going to do like a 3-in-1 split. So it's almost like when you were young, we used to get the snow cones from the snow cone man on the block, right? And so that's just kind of what this is like. It's kind of like a paper snow cone, and so this is what's going to actually go inside of the Funnex, like such. So we have our water already heated, and we have it heated at 198. Because I typically do a water temperature of 205, which I think is standard for coffee, but I've heard people use coffee temperatures at different ranges, 195, 197, 198, 202, and I'm assuming that would be just personal preference based off the bean and just what your taste is. But for this particular brew, I have my water preheated to 198. I don't know if it's going to taste any different, but a new brewing method, I figure I'd try a new temperature just to see what we can get. All right, so we're going to go ahead and rinse this filter and temper our glass, and then we'll get started. We're going to get that to warm up the glass so you don't lose heat. And the way this Funnex is made, it's double walled, so it helps retain heat as you're brewing. This Funnex, it's small enough to where if you want to travel with it, you can travel with it if you like brewing, using Chemex products. So I'm going to dump this water, be right back. We're ready to go. We have our scale set. I want this to be maybe a less than 3-minute brew, just because of the amount that we have. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So we have 15 grams of coffee here. We're going to go ahead and get that put in. It says 14.8, so I can live with that. So with 15 grams of coffee, I'm going to zero this out, right? And I want to do about 20 seconds on the bloom process. I think our total for this brew is going to be 225 milliliters of water, grams, milliliters total, with a total of a 3-minute brew. So we're going to go ahead and do our bloom process now. And we did 15 grams, so we're going to do 30. Okay, so that's 35 grams of water, and we'll let that go to 20 seconds, and then we'll go up to 225. All right, it's 25 seconds. We'll go a smooth 30. All right, and then now we'll go ahead and we'll begin our brewing process. So for this particular brew, what I'm going to do, since we're going to go to 225, we're going to do half that and go to 112 on the brew. That's 114, and we'll let that brew down, which it's not a lot and it seems to be brewing pretty fast. So we'll just go ahead and we'll continue the brew process. All right, you guys keep me honest here. 225 is where we're going to stop on this brew. 225. All right, and so we're at 1.5 minutes in the brewing process, and the way it's brewing, it kind of seems like we're going to be done under that 3-minute mark. So I want to just say to Hector over at Don Carvajal Cafe, thank you so much, man. I know I was supposed to wait to do this video for the other coffee that you're working on, and I was going to kind of do them both at the same time, but I just wanted to give you your props now. For anyone who doesn't know Hector, this cat is a hustler. He is the epitome of what hard work looks like, and my hat's off to you, sir. My hat's off to you, because you are the definition of perseverance and determination. So Hector, man, look, you're an inspiration, bro. I think we're pretty much done with our brew, so we're going to go ahead and stop our counter there. We're at 225, and it's not that big of a mess to clean up. So we're going to get rid of this filter. Let's move this out of the way, and there you have it. A really simple and quick way to brew a cup of coffee, and this is what we have. It looks incredible, right? The color, it looks like it's on point. I'm really liking that a lot right there. So let's go. Smells great. Hector, I don't know what you're doing over there, man. I don't know what you're putting inside the coffee. I don't know if you're sprinkling a little extra fairy dust on top of this thing, but man, this thing is incredible. So if you've got one comparable to this one, just let me get first dibs at it. All right, so here we go. Should be illegal. That's all I can say. Coffee, beers, and bow ties. Hector over at Don Carvajal Cafe, the Dominican dark roast. This has been another Suit Up and Brew Up. I hope you all had a very restful weekend, and it's the beginning of the week. So I'm hoping that you all have a very productive and safe week as well. This is Eric, Coffee, Beers, and Bow Ties. I would like to send a shout out again to all my coffee friends out there, the coffee enthusiasts, for introducing me to coffee at Bart over at Coffee Black, for introducing me to Hector, DC Heck, and just, surrounding me with a bunch of great coffee. Hector, my hat's off to you, brother. This coffee is incredible. I don't even care if it's hot. I'm gonna drink it. Like, you just drink it straight. I mean, this is no cap right here. This is the real deal. Coffee, beers, and bow ties. Suit up and brew up. We'll see you guys on the next one.